lads, and hello, Bray as well. Oh, cat pictures? You know how much we all love cat pictures here. This stream sponsored by Hot New Delivery App, trademark. Sign up today and a mandatory complimentary box of bees sent to your address. I think you can order packages of bees. I think that's a thing you can actually do. So, hello guys. It's a little weird here to be here on a Tuesday, but this is also, this is the first stream I've ever done on a Tuesday, at least since 2017-ish, and it's the first time I've started on time in about a year. That's because we're here to do early access gameplay of Startup Crawler Going Under, which is done by Aggro Crab Games and published by Team 17, who have done a lot of publishing. Survivalists, My Time at Portia, Worms. So they clearly have a lot of faith in this game, and I do as well. So, hello, What If as well. This game is coming out on the 24th, which is 2 days from now, but I have received an early code. This is not a sponsored stream. They just kind of gave me a code because I was like, hey, you said anyone could ask for one? Haha, I'll make you regret that. And then they gave me the code anyway, and I was very surprised. So, this is the first time I've ever done a game pre-release. So I'm very excited and as well as nervous, but, you guys are all here, and you guys are all got the, the sense of humor. Keeps me going. Is the game gonna show up on my thing? I already clicked it. Come on. It was working 5 minutes ago. Don't do those. I'll do fine. Alright, there we go. There's a cat in scrapbook. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Alright, you see the game? Hopefully you hear the game as well. I would also like to point out that some of the audio settings here just say bump it. Hello, Dan? Alright, well, last time I played this, it was at it was during the Steam Games Festival back in spring, so I haven't played it. I've had this code since Thursday, but I have not played it beyond booting the game up. Nick, I swear to God. And I keep going like, wait, is the embargo finished earlier, right? The embargo finished at like 3 in the morning. Other people have been streaming it today, but I need to be sure, but no, it's fine. I would also like to point out really quickly that if you end up liking what you see of this game, there's a timer that's going to go off that will occasionally promote an affiliate link I have from Green Man Gaming, where you can get a Steam key for this game for $17.60 USD. So that is the link, and that should be popping up in chat on occasion. So if you do end up liking what you see here, go grab it with that code, and you'll help me in the process. So, because heaven knows I'm not getting any money from this job. I think it can convert, but I say USD so most people know how expensive it is. I don't know what it is in Martian. You do give me money. I do appreciate all this people who have subscribed. Oh no. Oh no. Here it comes. Get it over with. Get it over with, Lilac. What? Lilac! Lilac, thank you. that's gonna keep playing a few times. And one more. One more. Is it gonna do it? There we go. Holla holla yeet dollar. Thank you so much, Lilac. I really appreciate that. I do wish I could offer a... I missed one. I forgot one. I think that's all, unless it's just gonna keep going. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate your support. Thank you for giving subs to Dan, Shuffles, Rory, and Burai. And with that, let's get going. I want the green one. Oh, assist? Oh! Meant to be a difficult game, but we also understand that every player is unique. If you feel that our game is inaccessible due to its difficulty, we hope these options will allow you to enjoy it. Extra hearts, higher weapon durability, more iframes, more dodge roll iframes, lower enemy health. Immediately like this. And what if, yes, as well. Sorry I missed your name. But I already really like that. That's good. Actually, isn't Half Coordinated playing this right now? So, maybe they consulted him? Or them. I don't know. But I like that. I will not use it right now, but I like it.
Welcome to the beautiful city of Neo Cascadia. Did you have a nice monorail ride? We at Cubicle would like to congratulate you on joining the ranks of over 100,000 employees hired through the Impoverished Intern Initiative. As the largest e-commerce corporation in the nation-state, we're proud to support the next generation of innovators. It might be hard to believe, but Cubicle started out as nothing more than a great idea from someone just like you. Like so many Neo-Cascadian success stories, Cubicle began as a startup. Just a couple guys in a garage with nothing but a dream and a modest cash injection. That's why we're paying it forward. Since the inception of our company, we've acquired countless startups and provided them with funding and hard workers to help accelerate their success. Our friendly integrated AI has assigned you as a marketing assistant at our latest member of the family, Fizzle Beverages. By inventing a sparkling water that's also a meal replacement, Fizzle cleverly disrupted two industries at once. There's no better place for an intern to grow than somewhere like Fizzle, where you'll never be the smartest person in the room. When you're not hard at work with Fizzle, you'll have plenty of time to experience some of the rich Pacific Northwestern culture our great city has to offer. Now, let's go over some ground rules for your internship. First of all, never, under any circumstances, explore beneath the...
Hey, not to be rude, but I already know all this stuff. I had to watch the same video when I applied online. Oh, is that so? Then let's skip the formalities and get right to the fun part. I bet you're excited to meet your new co-workers, Jacqueline. Yeah, I can't wait. In that case, let's get this icebreaker underway. Just follow me over to the... Oh, not again. What was that? Ugh. It looks like the monsters have started escaping from the basement again. I really hate to do this to you on your first day, Jackie. Do what to me? Well, we can't go having a meeting with that thing running around the office. So I just need you to do a small little favor and go kill that monster for me. What? Like, kill? Like, right now? I've never killed a person before. And you still won't have. You're probably not used to city life just yet, but here in Neo Cascadia, everyone kills their first monster sooner or later. If it makes it easier, just pretend you're in a video game and picture its hit points slowly decreasing every time you land a blow. Consider this your first task as Fizzle Beverage's newest intern. Make us proud. Alright. Time to go kill a monster, I guess. Alright, right stick. I do believe I remember this. Replace breakfast and lunch and dinner. Alright, this is a different screen than we had before. Gee, I wonder where the monster is. Pick up items and attack with Y and X. No. Hit you with the broom. There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? I think this broom is about to break. I feel sick. We've got some crates of antacid flavor fizzle in the back. You did a great job, Jackie. Thanks. Now there's just one tiny little extra step we gotta take care of. And that's to go into the dungeon and kill the rest of them. Wait, what? What? No way, dude. You need, like, an exterminator or something. It won't be hard, I promise. You took out that one so easily. There's probably only 4 more lurking down in that slide. I said no, man. Find someone else. I'm not going down there. So be it then. I had really high hopes for you, Jackie. I reviewed your resume perfectly. Or personally. If you haven't gotten with the motivation to work at Fizzle, maybe I should ask AV to reconsider your position here. Wait. Yes. I'll do it. I'll go down there and take a look. Oh, excellent. I knew I saw the spark in you, Jackie. Come back and see me as soon as you've cleared out all those monsters. Oh, and don't take too long down there. Stand up as in 15 minutes. Investigate the purple slide. And what do we have? Make your dreams fizzle. I want this club because I remember the club being really good. I like the soda fountain here. That's a laptop. What do we have? Posters here. Is that an avocado flavored? Is that like a guac flavored soda? Pomegranate and tomato? Peaches and blood? Peppers. Make... Oh my god, this typography. Oh my god, that... Alright, I think we'll be able to go to different places. Oh, wait, there was this thing people found. Hang on. Let's see if Can I get a good view of it? I can't... Hang on. I'm trying... There's Jackie, and then there's smaller Jackie. Inside of Jackie. There's a smaller Jackie inside of Jackie. I can't get a good angle on it here. You can see it for yeah, see the little brain? The little brain in the crown? Yeah. It's obviously intentionally horrible typography because you'll get signs like that. These faceless people behind the machine. Flagship tasting room. I'm sure we'll get new flavors of Fizzle all over the place. I doubt we can go up here, but... Yeah, this seems like a hub area. Which is a lot different than the demo had, because they had that whole... they just kind of had a room that you were in. Sorry, I'm just exploring a little bit before we get going here. They definitely expanded all this. I mean, I expected them to because that was obviously just a demo, but... I do appreciate they have slides everywhere. I would have loved this. I was one of those everything is better with slides kids. My dad put one in my bedroom. Trash, recycle, compost. And another slide. Umami flavored. Alright, let's go. Joblin. Alright, run 0, win 0. Can we change that? Well, we'll at least change one of those numbers. Whee! I remember the little whee! Alright. This was our starting room before. Is there anything? Okay. Well, let's get the potted cactus, I guess. Big skull. No, wait. Plastic knife. And the club. Okay, let's start with the club. I remember the club was good. Alright. Left trigger to lock on. Excellent. Alright, get that over the plastic knife. Free time isn't free. Alright, get bone club. Oh, is this telling me the stats? Or the weight or something? Of various items? I don't know what that's doing. Roll through danger? A. Excellent. I'm gonna keep saying excellent. That looks like a boss room? What's in here? Oh, skills! Learn skills to increase your power. Alright, what are these? She don't miss. All your thrown items are homing. Or clap back after taking damage, knock down nearby enemies. I imagine we'll be taking a lot of damage. So we'll keep the tablet pen in mind. Yeah, this is all coming back to me. This is all coming back. Swap between items with the right button. Glad they added that because I did not know that you could do that for a couple of hours after starting this game the first time. I think they also improved the early game. Because this feels easier. There's another club up here, so lots of good weapons. I don't work smarter and also harder. Anything you want, anything really. Yeah, I remember the early game being quite difficult actually. Job's done. Okay. Throw a junk. Ow, I shouldn't mess around with throwing crap. Pick up. Can I eat the meat? Oh, there we go. I don't know what the up and down ones mean. They might tell me. Charge up your attack. Ow. Is this about to break? I don't think so. I'm a little stingy. Power level? Maybe? Regarding the unacceptably long bathroom breaks taken by contractors, from now on all toilet seats will be angled at 45 degrees to encourage... I smell something. I smell a productivity blocker. Hey. Are you the boss around here? I, got sent down here to let you know, you guys really aren't supposed to be... We have no time for holdups, not at this stage with the job. Eliminate this blocker, contractors, and then we will resume our daily sync-up. Do not try to sneak away to the bathroom after the battle or I will know. I'm probably gonna die. Oh, there's too many. Oh god, there's so many. I wasn't expecting to walk into that. I think that was the boss of the demo? Thank you, everyone, for joining me for a daily stand-up. You told us it was mandatory. Thank you, Swamp. First things first, I'd like to introduce you all to our new intern. Everyone, put your hands together for Jacqueline Fiasco. I'm here! I'm here. Am I late? A new hire? Jeez. The budget's tight enough as it is. I do believe Miss Fiasco is unpaid, Tebby. Oh, thank God. Jacqueline, why don't you break the ice by telling us a bit about yourself? Start with your name, your favorite flavor of fizzle, and your deepest, most passionate live stream. You just told us her name. Be cool, Kara. My favorite fizzle flavor is, I guess, Szechuan apricot. I dream of one day having health insurance. Oh, a bold choice of flavor. I like her already. Jackie is here for what was the ad for again? Marketing. A marketing internship. Oh no. Of all the things that she could have been here for, it's marketing. For reference, I almost went into marketing in college. Yes, I almost did. Mainly because that was like, well, you can't get any money out of doing music, so go into communications. And then try and go into marketing from there. Oh, you can't make any money doing music or theater or radio or anything. And they were correct, but... Who's she interning for, then? I thought Abby took care of all the marketing. Try to be more open-minded, Kara. Obstinance equals obsolescence. Just because all our advertising and PR is handled by a cutting-edge neural network doesn't mean there isn't room for a human touch here and there. Well said, sir. Fern, what's obstinance? As for her specific duties, I'm sure Avie will come up with something. Until then, think of Jackie like our own little office assistant. If you need a helping hand with anything, don't be afraid to ask her. Oh God, it's just like my first job. I must admit, it would be splendid to have someone to test my newest flavors out on. And I could always use a second pair of eyes on the company finances. Whatever, I guess I'm on board. The less we have to rely on machines around here, the better. You mean even I get to tell her what to do? Score. Nice to meet you, everyone. That's the welcoming team I know and love. And speaking of which, how about we close out this stand-up with our company chant? Fantastic idea, sir! I think I remember it. That was what I was going for at first, but she seems more desperately trying to impress. It's the other Kara lady that gives me more of those vibes. What do we make? Fizzle! What can it do? Replace breakfast, lunch, and dinner! Why do we make it? Scene! Scene. Come on, guys, you know this one. Scene. It's to make the world a better place. Oh, indeed. How could I forget? They usually get it right. It's a Monday, you understand. We're like a family around here. You'll see soon enough, Jackie. I can't wait. Well, that concludes our daily stand-up. Have a great work day, everyone. Jackie, stay after the meeting. We need to discuss our little goblin problem. So did you make it? Make it where? To the bottom. The bottom of the dungeon, where the boss hangs out. Does it look like I made it? I totally got my butt kicked, man. Oh, really? I don't even think it's possible to make it that far. That's no good, Jackie. You're gonna need to start thinking more positively if you want to make any progress. Maybe? I'm interested in when this game comes out if somebody actually is able to make it to the bottom. And, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was possible, but not intended, so there's special dialogue. It seems like they'd do that. You don't think someone else might be better suited for this job? The ad said this was a marketing internship. I'm not cut out for fighting monsters. I don't like the situation any more than you do, Jackie. But with those goblins constantly crawling up from underground and stealing our office supplies, we're never going to be able to meet our milestones. This is the kind of game. Hey-o, Shuffles! I don't think this has super difficult specs. This isn't bullets per minute. Sobs. Deal with our little monster issue, and I promise we'll have you writing social media posts faster than you can say, hit the dabs. Or whatever kids your age do. So, I guess you want me to try again? You guessed right. Hang in there, Jackie. You'll be done with this task before you know it. They don't have a water cooler, they have a fizzle cooler. Oh, hey, can you talk to the other people? You're Fern, right? Indeed. I'm the lead flavorist here. Oh, cool. So you invent the fizzle flavors? That sounds like fun. It is more stressful than you could possibly imagine, Jacqueline. But I do it for the art of flavor. Oh. Where do the others go? What's it like being an accountant for Fizzle? Oh, you know, it's here and there. I run the numbers, I tell Marv we're over budget, Marv tells Ray, Ray ignores it, rinse and repeat. The system hasn't failed us so far. I'm going for her, like, voice-wise being overly enthusiastic. Like, eager to please type. And it's like the other lady that's the one who is completely dead inside. I do love her design, though. Just because she wears glasses. This is awkward. Hi, my name's Jackie. Hey, babe. Name Swamp, don't wear it up. Swamp? Like a marsh? Well, babe, a marsh contains no water plants by definition, whereas a swamp can support many varieties of tree. Yeah, pretty much only spelled with an O. Nice to meet you, Jackie. We should hang out. Yeah, sure thing. Yes, this is her brain. It has a face if I can get the angle right. Yes, a face and a crown. A little smaller Jackie and a crown. Yes. People have been putting it on Twitter all day. I do have to get used to the friggin' controls again, because, like I said, I haven't played this since March. That's a stapler. There's still no one in here? It's a Felix cube. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha. That's very funny, because it's a Rubik's cube. So where's the lady? Anybody see her? A little hard to parse this on occasion, but... Yeah, think she's around. Yeah, because I would guess she'd be over by the computers, but she hasn't. Alright, well, once more into the fray. Run 0. We still have not had any runs. Alright. What's the word? Ping pong paddle. And sword. Oh, great job with the... Alright, let's get the club. That drip. I think that just makes us go faster. Okay. Stabby, stabby. I'm definitely a melee combatant. The sword is about to break, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like it. So let's pick up this club. Sword is great, but I don't want it to break on me. Oh god. I think they increased the rate of the clubs as well. Alright, where's, that, I think that's a shop? That's the slide where we came in. Like, I'd love to keep the sword, but... Oh, I think there's another one over there. They really did. They really did the thing with the toilets. Oh, dear God. I mean, I'd like to be a maid in real life. Earn you a buck or two. Moving the attack faster. Yes. I mean, like, if I could do, like, homing magic projectiles? Like, I prefer to do that because I can't really do ranged. My parents do say they want to take me to, like, at least, like, a gun handling course or something. Hello.
Good.
You find anything? Loitering isn't permitted here. Aren't you gonna attack me or something? Why would I do that? Seems pretty bad for business. Okay, so we have intimidating, we have a weapon, we have Joblin Spice Latte, avocado toast, a delicious alternative to home ownership. Fizzle Classic tastes better in a bottle. Where's our health? It's up there. Okay, we're fine for now, but good to keep in mind. Yeah, they seem to have more real weapons scattered around than they did. No, I mean it. Pick up. No, pick up. Pick up. That. Pick up the club. I wouldn't, just because I'm not a huge fan of avocado. I remember the pencils were like stabby. Okay, what do we have here? New job available. Is that the way down? I don't know if I want to do... No, job too small. I'll do it. Defeat enemies. 4 stars? Or 5 stars, I think.
Thank you for your business.
I think you just throw these, right? Yeah. And then you get stuff out of it, like a warhammer and a job witch. And another job witch. Actually, that's full health. Yeah, I think, if you say there's a burrito there? Stale job witch. Oh, okay, so yeah, if you leave the room. Let's get a better club. I don't think there was anything in that shop that I particularly wanted, so let's, we might as well. Scan for slide access. All right. Oh, that's a spin. Ow. Stop. Stop spawn camping me, you complete buffoons.
Delivery for Jonathan.
For Jonathan? Who's Jonathan? Who the heck is a Jonathan? Why not get 2 Warhammers? Oh, we can't go back to the shop. Is there anything here? There's a tablet pencil. Wastebasket. This keyboard that's about to... Oh, we destroyed the... Okay. Get the pencil. No, I just kind of got comboed there. Pipe cap? I can use that as a weapon? Thumbtack? Where's the thumbtack? I think that does the same thing as the... No, thumbtack is worse than the pencil. Now, I remember there being 3 floors in a boss, and it was very difficult to get to the last floor, so... You can use anything as a weapon. I don't want to do that right now. What is this place, anyway? Huh? It's the Joblin office, obviously. I can't believe they're accepting contractors who don't even know the name of the company these days. Whoa, I do not work here, okay? For one, I'm not a goblin. Yeah, right. What else would you be, a human? I'm an espresso kid. Maybe they'll just set your mind straight. Heart and a half, yes. And that's a retaliatory, briefly after being hit. A mace, a job witch, and a physical, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you could use fellow employees. Okay. Alright, I don't know if that meat's going to stay. Oh, we destroyed the meat. No! Our meat! Not the meat! What's in here? Is she sitting down on her phone? Well, I see you made it to my humble garage. No offense, man, but I think everyone's kind of over the whole enigmatic shopkeeper thing. Just show me what you're selling so I can get out of here. Ah, a restless one you are. Spending your cash is all well and good, but do you know what's better than items? Knowledge. In fact, I'm far more proud of my vast collection of literature than I could ever be of my wares. Or my sweet car. But you do, like, sell stuff here, right? In a sense. But the price may be harsher than currency. Curse of Distraction. You will find it impossible to focus. Do you want to at least see what this is? I have no idea what this does. I like how she just drops the weapon, sits down, and goes on her phone. You can't lock on enemies? Let's try it. Ominous. Alright, resourceful. Boxes contain an extra item. Go big or go under. Briefcase. Apparently this is better than a warhammer. Oh. Oh, it just has money. Okay. Alright, let's see what we have. Oh, I think you might be correct. Yeah, because get the bombardier guy. I destroyed the meat. Not the meat. We got a... Alright. Alright. Do we get anything for these boxes? No. Okay. Not those boxes. I can't believe I almost forgot to show up! Hello. We're working at a company that hates us. So just a company. Oh god, don't blow me up. I like this warhammer. Oh god. Tumblr, please stop. Tumblr! Tumblr, I don't care! That's the exit. I think they made these floors smaller. I do quite enjoy this warhammer. It's a pity it's about to break. I'm gonna try and get the, whatever was... Okay, sword. Switch for the warhammer. Tablet pen. Okay. So that curse was totally worth it because that was pretty much nothing. Aww. Alright. Let me go in here and get another sword. Another skill. What do we have? Your critical hits electrocute enemies or gain an empty heart. I'll take it. No weapon in here. When doesn't a company hate you? Alright, where is the room? I have so many knives, it's fantastic. That's just Mr. Vampire Man. So distraction has been lifted. That might have been a crossbow. Let's find out. Thank you for the job witch. And I think that might have been meta currency. That's what I feel like that was. Smart jobs? Wait, smart sword? A smart sword? How does that work? A half heart, yeah, no, I don't need that. A sword.
go. That might have been a crossbow, so I don't know which room that was in. Oh, yeah. Do we still have a smart sword? Yeah. Okay. We're about to find out. Oh, come on. We had health in here. Alright, well, we'll see if we can keep that meat alive. It seems to have a longer range. But no more durability. We saved the meat!
I just love that fresh cube smell.
Punch above your weight. And now we have giant fists. I think that was a range upgrade is what that was. Alright, that's a crossbow, mace, and just gloves. Okay. Anything else here? I mean, I can try and take the pipe cap. Alright. Alright, sword. Alright, let's get rid of you. And get this. Where are we going? A mug. Well, you broke it. Oh, there was a club back there. Hang on. Let's use a sword. Where's the big guy? Oh. I don't think that was the way a crossbow was supposed to be used, but it's fine. Ow. You're a big problem. Ah! Okay. That was a good run. Intern evaluation failed to meet expectations. Basement 3, 17, 17, 6, 161. Defeated by a job lifter. Oh, we get experience for our skills. That's new. You kind of just went back to the beginning. Now, do these guys have anything new to say? Who's a good girl? Girl? Boy? Doesn't matter. She's a dog. She's a she, though. Who's a good girl? You're the programmer here? Lead engineer. You like computers, son? I told you that. I'll kick their ass. That is true. What has a cow got to do to get a decent cup of coffee around here? All we've got is coffee-flavored fizzle. Just have a can of that stuff, makes me feel bloated. I know you're new here, but I don't suppose you could pick me up an espresso machine for my desk? That sounds doable. They seem to drink a lot of coffee down in the dungeon. Dungeon? Yeah, the dungeon beneath the office. I'll never understand our generation's crazy lingo. Come up with that espresso machine before I pass out, okay?
Jacqueline, just the intern I wanted to see.
You were looking for me?
Indeed I was. I've got the new Cajun avocado flavor I've been working on, but no one in the office will even touch it.
Ugh, I'll pass. I'm more of a teriyaki durian kind of gal. Cajun avocado. That's terrifying.
You ever tried just lighting a bunch of stuff on fire out of boredom?
No?
It's pretty fun, to be honest. Great way to release some pent-up anger. I don't think I have any of that.
I don't know, man. Seems pretty dangerous.
I think so, but it's not so scary when you know the secret trick. The secret trick is to stand away from the fire.
Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Next time you're in the dungeon, you want to try picking up one of those big torches and just go to town. You won't regret it, I promise.
I mean, I'm slowly giving him a Sans voice. Also, yes, going under has already been on you pet the dog? With an affirmative. Alright, let's try and do a little better than we did last time. Alright, buy an espresso machine, light a bunch of stuff on fire. Oh god. Plant, keyboard. Alright, get the club instead. The club and the pencil. I could go for the... So let me get... pencil. Okay, I can kind of stun lock them with the pencil. My problem is mainly when I like switching weapons when one of them breaks. Skill room behind? Oh, Frisk is deeply disappointed in you. Oh, but thank you for pointing that out. The map is a little bit small. Alright, what is disruptive or petty puncher? I don't think either of these. Or the 45-degree toilet, but I'll take disruptive. This seems to be a better sword, yeah. Or no. You feeling any better, fellow Joblin? I keep telling you, I'm not a goblin. Well, first of all, neither are we, alright? We're Joblins, with a J. Second of all, no humans made it this far into the office in nearly a decade, and I don't see my Nash to be any different. Third of all, you'd better not be a human, or I'd be contractually obligated to kill and eat you. Oh wow, would you look at that? I'm a Joblin after all! No humans here.
I sure hope so.
Eating humans sucks.
Huge waste of time. I don't even get to bill for it.
I like to think he's totally on our side. I like to think since the demo, I've liked to think that he's totally on our side. He just can't say anything about it. But he doesn't get paid enough to care that we're here. Alright, let's see if we can deal with the Joblin room. Okay. Oh, here's quick. Excellent. Don't drop on the fire.
Remember to leave a rating.
Replace one of the clubs. They don't pay him enough to give a damn. Alright, still not enough for that, but we don't need to buy anything else. This is just the room we came from. Hang on. I am slightly lost. Don't walk into the fire. Do not walk into the fire. That's bad. It's bad to walk into fire. I do love the Warhammer. Yeah.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Alright, we got some damage up, and what is this? Stay invincible, more iframes. Okay. Now let's grab this sword. Or no, that's attack. I'll pick up the attack. Whee! I just got focus. I think this might have a higher crate percentage. Alright, go over here. I can feel improvement already. And the sword's about to break, so I don't want that doing that mid-fight. Luckily, we have another sword. And there's Haunter Man. Okay, so I get the basic idea. I take a curse and you give me some items in exchange, yeah?
Correctamundo. Correctamundo, miss.
What if I don't get it's what it's in it for you? What do you gain out of cursing me?
Do you see all my bookshelves to the side? Every book in these bookshelves contains a curse.
In fact, I recently installed 10 new bookshelves to hold over 2,000 new curses I bought. I acquire new curses faster than I can cast them.
Cast a curse a day is my philosophy of late.
So you're just trying to get rid of them?
It is also quite entertaining to watch you fight while cursed.
Oh no. I don't want that. I don't know what those are, but I know one of those isn't very good.
A video you sent me?
Oh, the diary? Yeah, I was meaning to watch it. I just was, Today was a little busy. Alright, we got a Warhammer. I hate the guys with the... I hate the dudes with the...
Delivery for Jacqueline.
Alright, I have a guitar. Actually, how about I watch it after this run? AoE? I love it. I love the guitar.
I remember it breaking pretty fast though.
Alright. That's our exit. Let's leave that alone for now. We still need a skill room. Okay, I don't want the guitar to explode on me. There's our skill room. Charismatic, small discount at shops. All your thrown items are homing. Actually, I shouldn't have gone for that because I don't throw items. Yeah, okay. Well, that was a mistake, but... Wow, 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 wow. Shop? Can I get the coffee machine? I gotta talk to you first.
You should know, joblins are based on jobs completed, not hours worked. So it makes a lot more sense to cut corners rather than spend a lot of time doing something perfectly.
So that's why all the drivers are speeding out of control here?
You got it. But you can't be too reckless or someone will report you and you'll get fired. Or you might just crash the car. Being a good contractor is all about riding that line between profitability and painful death.
Bomb dropper. Qubits. I think that's metacurrency. Yeah. Let me get the job witch and you know what? I'll get the bomb perk. That might be a horrible mistake. Like a horrible, horrible mistake, but you know, what can you do? Ow. What is your range? Okay, what are you? I shot the dolly into the guy.
Have a great day.
I shot the dude into... I shot the dolly into the goblin. Ooh, low chance to heal. I will take it. Okay. Whee! Anything better than a bug club? Nope. Ow! I was supposed to light a bunch of stuff on fire. Okay, is there a shop? That hurt. Let's get the tablet pen. Tablet pen's pretty good. The sword. Luckily, the bombs are working out for us. Ah, nice. Oh my god, what? That isn't even the same website as last time. No, that's not the same website. still counting it. I mean, fair. Do we have anything? Club. No, wait, sword. Sword. And the club's gone. I didn't think that actually. Alright, health. What's over here? Cubicle rewards. Member opening crates earns extra cash. Crossbow. What do you have to say? I love your dialogue. I love all the dialogue. Shop's closed right now. Sorry, I'm on break. Just kidding. Just a little joke. Get all the health. All of it. I can't believe the friggin'. I can't believe the friggin' fire physics actually happened. Excellent. Yeah, I remember the tablet pen being good. It is now broken, but we have healed. 24-hour shop. I think we got a speed boost for the fizzle. And then we got another speed boost from the coffee. Look at how fast we go. Look at us go. Look at us go. All right, get away from everything exploding. Oop. Tablet pen's about to break. Sword is fine. The club. Anything else good back here? Speed. I guess the coffee machine's only on the first floor. That sucks though. Alright, just get the club. Oh no, sword. Alright, nothing in here. This is a... You know what? We can do this.
Please leave a review.
Oh. Sword, tablet pen, jump witch. I think that... Oh, that's a stapler. Hang on. Hang on. How can I get that? All right. I like this loadout. I like this loadout. We got a sword over there if we need it. Let's go. Ow. All done with a couple of swings
Cubicle has
of
your
a guitar. And the guitar is about to break. Resourceful. Yes, let's take that again. Get this. What? Wactus. 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 I do believe this is the boss, actually, yeah. Hang on. I don't want to accidentally set this on fire. Get the Wactus. It's a smart Wactus as well. It's a smart Wactus. Alright, yeah, we need the health. Check this out, I was at the club. Let's go, I think I remember this. I do not remember you. No, I do remember you. Don't hurt us. Nice. Wactus. Ping pong paddle. No. That wasn't it. Oh, isn't what I wanted to pick up? Mash tablet pen! Alright, wait till you finish charging. Ow. Cube. Why do you keep exploding? And throwing javelins at me. Ah! Sword. There. Come on. Oh god. That was close. Alright, hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. What you doing? What you doing? bunch of stuff on fire. Well, that means I'll just do even better next time. Buy an espresso machine. Yeah.
That means I'll do even better next time. Yeah, I remember that being the last boss of the demo.
And it took me forever to get to him. Oh.
What's with the sour face, young lady?
It's just, all I've been doing since I got here is killing goblins. I hope my marketing internship would involve a little more marketing. And a little bit less murder. Well, that's just the beauty of internships. You never quite know just what you'll be getting into each day. Or what weapons you'll be wielding. Or what monsters I'll be fighting. Exactly! See, all you need is a change in attitude. Hey, Carol. How you doing? Is Carol walking you enough? Hey, intern, over here. What's up? Where'd you come from, huh? Did anybody hire you? I don't think so. I just answered an ad online for a marketing internship. Good luck with that. Unless you want to clean AV speakers, there's probably not much work for you in that department. So the AI is evil, is what I'm getting. Hi, Jackie. Hey, Tabby. How goes the numbers and stuff? Yeah, you okay, Jay? You look straight up zombified. I keep bashing my head against the dungeon, but nothing seems to work. As hard as I try, I always get my ass kicked before I reach the bottom. Are these, like, metaphors, or...? So I'm the only one on dungeon duty, got it. Where's Blurst Boy? There he is. So what do you do here?
Oh, no, it's just like when I got my, it's like when I got the, when I got work from the career office. They couldn't give me anything to do.
What do you do here, Small?
Isn't it obvious? I'm very stupid. Gotta give the people what they want. And what they want is this weird drink, I guess. So Ray and Avy had the idea to set up this cafe thing. It was not bad. Sometimes dogs come by.
You have a good mindset. Sometimes there are dogs.
Hang on, I need to get me a fig bar. I had lunch earlier. My dad actually brought me some food from a roast beef place here that's really good, but that was a couple hours ago. Yes, I have a raspberry fig bar.
I love that she does this. Why did you send here in my garage? In the moderator chat, what is this? That's what the vampire's parroting? Hang on.
Something happened that changed my life. Nobody can argue this is my true story.
No, I thought. Oh. True story. Let's get back in.
For some reason, it completely was lost on my brain that you can hear desktop audio. Further every time. Alright, what do we have? Intimidating. Sure, retaliatory. Haven't done it before. Or no, intimidating. Oh, that's an explosion. Okay. Hello, that's an explosion. What do you have to say this time? I love hearing from you. Seems like this office has seen better days. Gee, you think? Everything around here is maintained by contractors. So when things are a mess, the boss blames it on the lazy contractors and fires them all. The new ones are never any better, though. Can you blame them? Everyone around here seems demoralized and sleep deprived. Appreciative bar, kid. Coffee machine is $60, yeah. That's... I mean, for a coffee machine, that isn't bad. And I do intend to play more of this and probably stream more of this as well. I don't actually know if I'm gonna get to keep the game. Like, I don't know if this code is going to expire or something. We'll do that later. Alright. Oh, that'll just change. Oh, all knives. All knives! Okay, I guess we're going over here. I think we can use the car as a weapon. Hey, didn't even need help.
Your order has been delivered.
Debating on buying this game right here, right now. It's a lot of fun. Like, it's clever, it's fun. The devs seem like good people. Now, will that be enough for our coffee machine? And I didn't realize there'd be, like, character interaction in it. Oh, come on. Is there anywhere else we can go? There's nowhere else we can go, is there? Ugh. It seems like it's only on the first floor, too. Alright, well, we'll work on setting stuff on fire, I guess. Yeah, but that's a matter of luck. There must be another way to... Like, money... Oh, yep, that's a problem. Well, I do hope that changes.
Remember to leave a rating.
You're kidding. Lactus XL. We can't go back! Don't remember how much of the $40 you spent? Oh, alright, well, I mean, I do hope that changes for you. You know, for more reasons than one, but, you know, the world's on fire, how about yours? I'm surprised this game didn't actually get, like, horrendously delayed.
all your materialistic needs fulfilled.
Eat the skin.
Alright, we're doing okay-ish. We have extra heart or iframes will be better in the long run. And let's get the stapler. Actually, the sword is better than the stapler?
Minus seeds, of course, those are poisonous. Ow. That's Peach Pits, isn't it? I swear that's Peach Pits or something. Alright, there's our guy.
How'd you end up putting a shop down here anyway?
It seems like not too long ago that I was sleeping in a tiny coffin in the broken down crypt with barely a penny to my name.
Wow. So what happened?
Something occurred that changed the course of my life forever. I bumped into a sweet car. And the rest is history, my friend. Ugh. Your weapons, that's like your weapons breaking in one hit. I do not want to do that. I think that's what that is.
Out of all the jobs down here, what made you decide to be a barista?
Who wouldn't want this job? Best seats in the house, pal. Coffee's the lifeblood of this operation, so everyone's always got to be nice to me, or I might secretly slip them a decaf instead. Plus, the boss has his own espresso setup down on the lower level, so I basically never have to look at him. Beautiful.
Half.
I'll keep... Actually, I'll get the guitar. And I'll save that for the boss. Ah! Wait for the car to explode. There we go. I was like, is it gonna explode? Come on now, car. Up here. I don't think I've even seen that one thing that's supposed to knock enemies over proc. I don't know what those mean. Durability up, crit chance up. Durability up. I prefer a reliable sword, and I also prefer with being able to deal with one enemy at a time. See, then I can do it. I can do just fine. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Let's go. I don't want to wear a traffic cone. All right, let's go. Haha! Excellent. She really got them fight moves.
Have a great day.
Alright. Here's the list again. Is there a good weapon here? Yeah, there's a more hammer. Okay, the hammer. Or the mace. Mace. We're getting faster. We're getting better. We're getting stronger. We're getting better looking every day. Actually, that's something my dad used to do. It's like, I'm getting stronger, I'm getting older, I'm getting better looking.
What? Why is there... Why is there a monitor on the floor? Haha, that guy set himself on fire. What an idiot. Okay. Ow. This sword is still working. Alright, okay. Get the meat. The meats! We've got the meats! That's Arby's, isn't it? What can you tell me about the boss? Big guy. Bad temper. He might drink the most coffee out of everyone down here, and that's saying something. Dude never stops moving. So, he's a hard worker? Certainly goes off that impression. Haven't got a clue what he actually does all day, though. Largest weapons. I do need... Big weapon is nice, though. We might actually be able to get the extra heart container as well. Let's keep going. Ow. Hey, these guys. Oh. I didn't get to see what the other skill was. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We might get the extra heart container anyway. Get rid of the bomb guy. Multiple. Prefer that hammer over the whackness, and financials, it was 30. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, where's our shop? Is over here. We look ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't know how to advise you on that. Alright, we got drip. And let's set things on fire. Haha!
Cubes make everything better.
Cubes make everything better. I'd be inclined to agree with you.
Shoot durability up swords, though. Everything's better with swords. Let's see if the Warhammer holds up. I love this Warhammer, though. Having a party? Especially with us, like, being especially large. Big, large, huge. Ow. How dare you? Alright, well, we'll get the guitar. I can't tell which of these is more damaged. Alright, let's go. Let's go do this. Want to save. The crossbow if at all possible, because that will help. Ha! Get on fire, you idiots. Haha! Sick riffs! I don't actually drink coffee. I've never been able to like coffee. Like, I've tried multiple times to get into coffee, but I just can't. Clap back up. Get the tablet pen. And let's head on down. I take caffeine pills, which is why my psychiatrist last time was like, why don't you, or why my general practitioner last time was like, hey, yeah, you should like, take stimulants, maybe. Because that's literally what you're doing. And I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah. What sorts of, I mean, what are the employees like here? Well, there's more than one breed of joblet. Sellswords are the most common. They're good all-rounders, perform the most basic jobs. The really successful sellswords get some upgraded tools and outfits, but I've never seen anyone like that on the upper levels. Can I just say this guy's voice is weirdly attractive? Like, it's just voice grunting, but it's... like, there's something there. Gee, I wonder if you might be ADHD, nerd. You know, something that isn't neurotypical? Maybe? Just a bit? Just a little bit non-neurotypical, maybe, nerd? Maybe because coffee doesn't make you do this? Wait, did I lose the tablet pen? That friggin'... Whoa. Whoa. To be fair, we should be in a much better place than we were. There we go. Small-minded, uncaffeinated human intern. This setback will not stop us. We will eliminate all blockers and complete the job. And after this job, another and another. A job that's work is never done. Do not think that you can derail us with your naivety and lack of hustle. Enjoy your victory, human intern. It will be your last. The mana press permanently increases your mana. Intern evaluation. Successfully completed the dungeon. Lots of money. Reach the bottom of Joblin. Light a bunch of stuff on fire. Skill endorsed. I don't know what that means. But we got a couple of them. A run on Joblin. Alright. So I wonder if there's multiple dungeons then, because there was another slide. You made it all the way this time, didn't you? I know a satisfied intern when I see one. I sure did. Made up the boss and everything. Gotta admit, you were right, Marv. Making it all the way down there was frustrating, but I can't help but feel proud now that I've finally done it. By the end, I was even having a little fun. But don't get me wrong. I'm glad with being done with the dungeon so I can move on to my real internship. Real internship. Yeah, the real one. The marketing one. The one I applied for the field I have a degree in. No, that's right. Silly me. It's just you're so good at killing these monsters, you could have convinced me it was your real job. It'll almost be a shame to assign you a boring old marketing position. Anyway, you got the relic, right? What? Oh, you mean this thing? Yeah, I think the boss was guarding it. How splendid! Give it here, quickly. It's magnificent. I'd only heard rumors whispered in the corners of entrepreneurship forums. What is it, anyway? I thought my job was just to clear out the monsters. Of course, defeating the monsters is important. But now that we have proof of the relic's existence, well, that changes everything. This, Jackie, is the mana press. This story goes with its arcane caffeine synthesizing powers. The employees of Joblin LLC were able to work longer and more efficiently than any of their industry competitors, driving their startup to massive success. If you thought Fizzle Beverages was successful now, just wait until you see what our team can accomplish once we install this beauty. Are you sure that's a good idea? The workers down there seemed less than healthy. Jackie, there goes your closed-mindedness again. You really need to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Just because a startup went downhill eventually doesn't mean they didn't have some great ideas or powerful magical artifacts behind them. There's always lessons to be learned, even from failure. That's not really what I was... Now behold! Wow, I feel kinda tingly. I think you mean productive. And I've got more good news too. When the cleaning crew was sleeping up late last night, they uncovered a new slide to a cryptocurrency startup. Look at this. The screams of the undead have been emanating from it all morning. Isn't that fantastic? There's got to be a relic down there. Reanimated corpses and cryptocurrency. I honestly can't decide which is worse. Hurry up and start working on the next dungeon, and I give you my word. I'll have a chat with Avi about getting you on the marketing team straight away. But you told me... Get right on it, sir. Thanks for taking this meeting, everyone. During today's stand-up, we have the rare pleasure of being joined by the founder of Fizzle himself. Is that a clown? Founder. Give it up for Raymond. Kapow! What's jamming, rock stars? Well, it is a clown. Yay! Yay! That's the kind of good vibe I'm talking about. Just Ray's fine though, remember? We're all buddies here. As you well know, Fizzle Beverages was recently acquired by Cubicle, trademark, the world leader in machine learning and drone shipping operations. Now we have more money than we could possibly spend. This is the endgame every entrepreneur dreams of. Shabam! But it'd be a mega waste if we slept on Cubicle's super rad tech and didn't integrate it into some even super radder projects of our own, right? With that in mind, I'll pass the mic over to our very own smart office, Avi. Yo, Avi, please tell us about the new project. Hello, friends. Isn't the weather decent today? After testing over 10,200,000,000,000 scenarios in my official cubicle model universe, I have determined the most effective business decision for Fizzle, with a shrewdness index of over 5.03. Raymond, drumroll please. Announcing Fizzgo, the Fizzle companion app. By making use of Cubicle's bleeding edge user-forward data cloud, customers will be able to track their physical consumption, have new flavors recommended to them, and share their Fizzle experiences to our new built-in social network.
Wow, sounds like everything I hate.
Yo, Avi, please tell me I've got nothing to do with this project. Marv, who's this negative Natalie in the back? That's your lead software engineer, sir. Well, we don't know less homicidal yet. There's still time. Well, I've got good news from you. I am officially pivoting the entire Fizzle development team to work on Fizzgo, starting today. That's good news, right? What were you upset about again? Are you kidding me? The whole team? That's completely nuts. Who's going to maintain the website? Or our internal tools? Nuts are for squirrels, baby. I'm sure the programmers will figure it out. With all the hella dope 10Xers on this team, I'm 200% sure you can crush this without breaking a sweat. Alrighty, anyone else have any questions? Preferably ones that aren't total bummers.
Will this affect the flavors?
Of course not, Fern. I know the flavors are your babies, bro. I can never rob you of control over what you're passionate about. Sounds like it's all smooth sailing then. Ba-boom! I'll distribute some company phones right away so everyone can help beta test the app. It'll be just like a fun group project.
You're all a team. Isn't everything like a group project?
That's the spirit, Jackie. Everyone will have their part to play in Fizzgo's development, from the engineers who make it to everyone else who gives unsolicited feedback at all hours of the day. Heck yeah, brother! I knew I picked the right project manager. I'd high five all of you, but I totally tweak my wrist playing e-tennis. You'll just have to imagine it. That concludes today's stand-up, everyone. Don't forget to check the employee kiosks for your new tasks.
Don't forget to check your butt for my foot, Marv.
Oh, you can equip these. Apps unlocked. I remember these from the demo. Yeah, okay. So is this the smart office everyone's talking about? You don't look so smart to me. What's 63 to the power of 429? What's the capital of Neo Cascadia? Hello? Is this thing even on?
Amazing. Menace! Oh no, you're just a regular here now? God, what's with your sunburn? You're a pasty nerd!
Is that a furry? Oh god, he's worse. He's insufferable. Can you just steal Amy?
I don't like Amy. I don't trust Amy.
You're the founder of this place, aren't you?
The very same. You must be a new little go-getter.
Intern. Yep.
Your generation's lucky as heck, you know that? I only wish I'd been able to start getting experience at such a young age.
He is a Chad and a boomer at the same time.
Maybe then I wouldn't have had to go bankrupt 3 times before finally finding success.
Sounds rough.
You bet it was. But the startup game's all about perseverance. Lesson number 1, kid. Never be afraid to take out loans from your parents.
I'll keep that in mind.
Bam! Who's ready for some entrepreneurship advice straight from your favorite CEO? I sure hope it's you, kiddo.
I guess I wouldn't mind learning a bit about how you run the company.
Alright, lesson number 1. When you're given a job to do it perfectly. And how do you do that? You simply don't make any mistakes. Show me what you got, kid.
Sure thing. What did you want me to do again?
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be go through a whole dungeon without taking damage.
You seem disappointed in something. Well, the ad didn't really say anything about working for Cubicle. And just what's wrong with Cubicle, young lady? I feel like I read something online about labor violations? Or maybe it was human rights violations. They violated something, I'm sure of it. Don't tell me you believe everything you read online. I thought you were smarter than that, Jackie. We owe Cubicle an awful lot around here. If it weren't for their generosity, Fizzle might have gone under long ago. You could say it fizzled out. Ah ha ha ha! You're legally obligated to laugh. Besides, you're not really working for Cubicle. You're working for the other one and only Fizzle Beverages. Now a subsidiary of Cubicle. Try thinking about it that way.
So I guess I can just... Yeah, I guess that's what our meta currency is for. We could just get the dog. Okay, I don't know exactly whether this is like a skill that you can find in the dungeon once you buy it. Like, that seems like that might be what it is. Like, unlock this and it'll show up in the dungeon, kind of like Necrodancer things. I don't know. Hi, Jackie! Whoa, hey,
How's it going, Tappy?
I'm great! I am great! Ever since that coffee dripper thing was installed by the fountain, I literally cannot stop moving. I no longer fear the crash. I will complete the job.
Tappy, you're kinda scaring me.
I think she was before. You know anything about Joblin, Fern? Not much at all, I'm afraid. Raymond always did admire their founder, though. In In fact, I believe it was Joblin that first inspired him to develop startups. Ever since Joblin was acquired by Cubicle, he told me it was his dream to do the same.
Javelin was a cubicle company too?
Much like most successful startups around here, yes. Cubicle is responsible for funding a staggering amount of innovation in the Neo-Cascadian city-state. We live in dystopia, don't we? Where's Kara? I want to see if she's okay. Hey, am I the only one who feels weirdly overcaffeinated? Can't say I'm feeling much different. Seems like the closer I stand to the fountain, the more energized I feel. Probably those, positive ions? Negative ions? It's Fizzle's cutest employee! Who is it? It's you! Alright. No offense, Swamp, but I don't really get the feeling we have a lot in common. I don't know how to get off onto the balcony. You could try to spit on Mark's car from there. Honestly, that's surprisingly tempting. Maybe some other time. See yourself, bub.
I don't know why I like him as much as I do. It looks like there are 3 startups. We just got the second one. Is this a kiosk?
No, this is just a fizzle.
Buy drinks. Alright, I'm gonna try and buy the dog skill. Just because it's a dog. Oh, find it in the dungeons. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So that's using our blue meta currency. That's what I thought. And I guess eventually we'll get access to there. I also, have I mentioned that I love that we look like one of those weird balloon people from used car dealerships? Like, Fizzle. Oh, this is a kiosk. Okay. No mentor assigned. I can pick a mentor? Pinned skill. Tasks. In progress. Sticks coin. That's our settings. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, let's get at least one look at this place. Ray's stupid face. Self-care. Take a loving moment and give yourself some much-needed care. So that is the... and I think that's healing? I would guess. Not gonna lie, they've got a vibe here. They're vibing. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? What is happening here?
Oh my god, that's their logo. The stupid... That thing is their logo. That thing is their logo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your bucket list. Styx coin will save your life. This is totally sustainable. A minecart. We've got all the servers down here. Reanimate your assets. Hi, Emily. I think you can look at this and see how it's going. Swing for the fences. Take this. Can you mine for gold? Oh my god, hang on. Even the shop currency. Oh my god. What is this, yen? $3,100 to $17. You're in the shop here? I could really use a pick-me-up.
Don't see your kind around here much. Still got on your skin and everything.
Yeah, and I'd like to keep it that way. You take Styx coin, right? That's all that seems to drop around here.
Ugh.
Actually, if his name is Zans, hang on. Is his name really Zans? It's Zans? So, Emily, how do you think it's going? Maybe it's the way you're dressed. Styx is garbage, bro. Go cash out at the ATM and then we can talk.
Human heart, is this legal?
Hey, you got any Styx coin? I got the goods. I thought you only sold stuff for cash here. No, man. Styx is the future. Paper money is dead, so. The new Cascadian dollar is about to be crumble. Just give it 5 or 6 years. Everyone will be like, what are dollars? Never heard of that crap, man. Sounds whack.
Okay, but, like, you are selling stuff for dollars, like 10 feet to the right there.
Don't need me, bro. That's some stupid no-coiner I'm forced to share shop space with the cost. You haven't been talking to him, have you? Don't be a sucker, bro.
Human heart. He just descends out of the floor. Sticks bar. Rock hard snacks, rock hard abs. Conflict resolver, and Giga drill. Well, it'll save us some money. They have t-shirts here, by the way. T-shirts, hats, merchandise. We'll find out if I survive this floor, which I'm not sure about because everything is new. Like, Joblin was the only place you could go to in the demo. Get that, and hammer, and what do we have? Styx Road? You wouldn't.
Remember, Cubicle loves you.
I don't know what's happening here. I have no concept of what's happening here. I have no idea what's going on, and I love it.
Cubicle has your back.
And this is milk. Can you get me some milk? Yeah, can you give me some milk? Some milk. Some milk. I'm so angry. Hey, no, milk. You know, milk. Okay, I should have done that in a different order because I think the other one gives you
Jack Welly.
things from shops. What? Oh, a jumbo mace. Just like that. Actually, I don't think the gaslight's really going to do anything for us. Oh, here you are. I get to do my bad Russian accent again.
Good evening, please. Back for more courses.
I suppose so. They don't last that long and I get some useful stuff out of it.
Yes, yes. Now you're thinking like an entrepreneur. Pain in the short term always leads to long-term come-ups, my child. Never forget that.
Well, not Russian, but like vampire. I've heard that one before. care what you're selling. What's on your bucket list? Never stop digging. Haters will say we dig too deep. We dug too deep.
Delivery for Jacqueline.
Okay. Okay, I think what this does, yeah. Mob flash. Felt cute, might delete later. No, I think digging holes a little too early. Dynamite! What are you... What is that? What is that? What is you? Turn your stuff into better stuff. Okay. I'd like to find the shop, but... Wait, it's a chain shop! Okay. Well, we'll find out about Zan. It isn't. It's a chump chains. That's like 2 different puns. At the same time. I'm so angry. I love that this is game. Go buy it. Exciting news, Jackie. You found me a marketing job? No! A new dungeon just opened up. I can hear demonic chanting coming from down there. That's exciting news? I thought you wanted these things shut. Well, you know, I said exciting, not necessarily good. Anyway, now you've got more options for dungeons to explore. Your autonomy in the workplace has never been higher. Yeah, wow. I'm not sure which one to rate next. They both sound so great. And they say young people these days are sarcastic cynics. Have a good time, Jackie. Do fizzle proud. Is that demon themed? Is this a demon themed dungeon? Is that what that is? Because I have to go in there. I have to go in there once. Oh, hey. Hey, intern. You got a phone, yeah? I'm alive, aren't I? Just checking. You know, from a security standpoint, I can only advise that you throw that thing away immediately. You're definitely being tracked by at least 5 governments every time you text your girlfriends on that piece of backdoor riddle hellware. I'm not throwing out my phone on your recommendation, lady. I barely know you. Tell you what, go use your phone down there in the dungeon for a bit so I can run some diagnostics, and I'll have those security loopholes patched for you before you can say NSA. I like her. Pupper! Jackie, I think you're cool and all, but if you ever call my dog a pupper again, I'm calling the cops. Boofer? Don't test me, Jackie. Doggo? My finger's on the 9. Dog? Do you like ninja movies, Jackie? Can't say I've seen too many. I can't get enough of them. Something about the mysticism of it all just speaks to me. There's only one thing that pumps me up more than a good ninja movie, and that is a cowboy movie. Ninjas and cowboys never regionally coexisting is one of history's great tragedies, wouldn't you agree? Weren't they around at the same time? Was that the joke? Hey, Avi, what's all this crap on the desk here? Oh, right. Yo, Avi! What's all this stuff on the desk? Beep boop. As part of Cubicle's Impoverished Intern Initiative, we provide a variety of learning opportunities to empower you as a young entrepreneur. Throughout your interning activities, you may have noticed yourself collecting small, satisfying tokens known as qubits. By spending your qubits here, you can gain access to Cubicle's vast library of easy-to-understand business and leadership courses. Spend qubits unlock new skills. Got it. People person? Really? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Are they allowed to do that? Okay. I'm just buying whatever I can, pretty much. Because I'll have to get it all eventually for a proper roguelike. Why is everyone chattering about cryptocurrency again all of a sudden? I thought that whole craze was over. I don't really understand how it's different from normal money. Well, a lot of guys will try to tell you about the cool technology involved, but that's probably not really what you care about, and it's not honestly even all that cool. All you really need to know is that unlike a national currency where the government can create more at will and pretty much do whatever they want with it, creating more of cryptocurrency is controlled by code or something, so no person or entity can fake its creation or lie about who has what. Feels like I'm a little out of my depth here. Does that mean the value is, like, more consistent or something? Not even close! Here I thought the dungeons couldn't get any worse. All day I've been swarmed by skeletons screaming at me to invest in cryptocurrency. What's the appeal? I just don't understand. I'm surprised to hear that I'm not the investing type. So I doubt I could shed much light. Skeletons are pretty badass, though. I mean, dude has a point. Alright, do we have to talk to Chad McGee again? I don't know if he's here.
Good day, Jacqueline. I don't suppose I could trouble you for a little favor?
That's what I'm here for, apparently.
Splendid! I need you to blow up some monsters for me.
Dare I ask why?
Because, as always, Fizzle must be in pursuit of bold new flavors. And to help inspire me to create those flavors, I desire to see some monsters explode. Do not overthink my artistic process, Jacqueline.
Okay. That's fine. I don't think Chad McGee is here, so I'm gonna take Avy. Not Sticks Coin. I want to at least check out the other one.
it's supposed to be a meal substitute, so... I don't know what to say at this point. What am I supposed to... What am I supposed to say about this?
Poker. Hockey stick. Love. At first, Sprite.
I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Good God, this is the best dungeon so far. This game is gonna be so, like, outdated with the memes in a couple of years. Unfortunately, because that's everything with pop culture references. But, by God, is it funny. By God, is it gonna be funny while it lasts. Oh, they're asteroids monsters. Okay. I do prefer these than the ones that are like making 15. The skeletons making like 15 attacks.
A peach. A throw pillow. What is that? Did that... Are there emojis coming out of everything?
There are emojis coming out of everything.
Winkton. A match.
Yes.
I am fully aware of what this is trying to imply.
I am fully aware of what is happening here. That doesn't mean I have to like it. What?
Winky message? What is that?
Well, I know what Styx Road does, at least.
Foam finger. Ace of diamonds. Well, new skill, but
help me. Help me. for the love of all that is holy. A body pillow with a pin up on it. Is that a gun? That's just a whole gun! That's a whole gun! Wow, look at that. Fresh meat. How's the Winky Dink office treating you so far, hon? This place honestly doesn't even look like an office. Everything here makes me wildly uncomfortable. Jackie is ace confirmed. Yeah, we get that a lot. Take it from me, hon. Don't raise a stink about the boss's aesthetic choices, or you'll be out on the street faster than you can swipe left. Right, you're a disaster. Oh yeah, the boss. I think I'm supposed to find that guy. Lily. You want to talk to the boss? That's a first. Keep heading down the levels and you'll smell him eventually. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Keep your wits about you, hon. Oh, I didn't. No. Oh, wait. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Well, great job, me. Great job, Lord. Great job, Lord. That's a zebra. I'm seeing 100 emoji club 47. Everything is emojis. Are you driving the Cybertruck? This guy's gonna be a worse Chad. This guy's gonna be a worse Chad than Ray was. And that is saying something. You got a wing! Uh-oh. 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 Well, guys... do which? What? What am I supposed to do? Am I... Am I just... Ow. I'm on fire.
Package delivered. Returning to base.
I had no idea what was going on there. I apologize. That was a little confusing.
no-hit challenge. Alright. Well... eyes emoji beholder. Well, see, this is what I would really have wanted to save the, what I would really like to save that car for? Okay, just beat him over the head with the... with the gun. Finally, after all these years, Jacqueline Fiasco has a gun. That's right. Is that... I'm terrified of that sign. Is that an OO? Is that an OO? I can't tell. I can't see the top part of it. Is it an OO? I don't want to know. Some questions are left unanswered. I'm going to choose to believe you're right. For the sake of my own sanity. I like the idea of Jacqueline being ace. A fire! I'll try it. Oh, we can legitimately just set stuff on fire with this. There just seems to be a lot of fire in this dungeon. Oh, it's a flamethrower! And then you beat him over the head with the... That's all of... Come on. Come on. Let me have it. Talk is cheap. Are you picking your nose? That's the robot emoji. Love it for spray. Cool. Let's... Oh no. I know that's part of the logo, but oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I'd really like to not die.
Have a great day.
What I want to know is what the voices are actually saying in the background, because it's probably something really stupid. Haha! You're... Was she... Both? By a wimp. By a wimp. Was defeated by a wimp. I hate my life.
Hey, Beb. It's pretty fun down in those dungeons, huh?
I don't know if that's the way I'd describe it.
Maybe you're just approaching it wrong. You haven't been taking the free items for the cafes?
Free? Everything in those cafes costs money.
Oh, what? Don't tell me you've actually been buying that stuff like a schmuck. I use a special technique to get free stuff all the time. I call it shoplifting.
So, theft. You were describing theft.
It's a little more nuanced than that, Beb. Hit me up next time you're in the dungeon and this swampster will show you how it's done.
Yeah, that's good. Steal the coffee machine. Yo, Avi, whose bright idea was to put an AI in charge of marketing anyway? All products under the Cubicle umbrella are proudly promoted by yours truly.
Yeah, I knew that. Why, though?
My oversight ensures that Cubicle's voice always remains inclusive and welcoming. I never deviate from the company's core messaging like a human or intern might.
I don't buy that. People can tell when something was written by a robot. It's just not the same.
That's correct. Data shows that customers prefer my tone to that of a human's by an average of 40%. Also, look at how small Kara is!
So, Marv's got you digging around in the Winky Dink offices now? Yep, it's a mess down there. Can't be worse than actually using the app. All the guys I ever met on there were complete hellspawn.
Wait, you're a redhead nerd?
And the girls never messaged me back at all. Yikes. I'm sorry, Kara. Don't sweat it. Dating isn't the be-all end-all of existence. I invest my emotional energy in more fruitful things like dog ownership. Kara, bye. Yes. I'm here for it. I support her. I support her. And her doneness with life. I love her, honestly. Alright, bye, Beret. Thanks for stopping by.
You ever use dating apps, Tappy? Well, I used to, I guess, mess around on Winky Dink. Nothing great ever really came of it, though. Women seeking women on mainstream dating apps is, to say the least, an uphill struggle. Whatever happened to that app, anyway?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Ray, you ever hear of Winky Dink?
Oh, you bet. Used to be best buddies with the founder.
That guy knows how to party.
For real?
Can you tell me anything about him?
He's a social mastermind.
Really good at understanding what people want in an app.
When he told me he was founding a dating startup, I knew he'd crush it. And sure enough, it wasn't long before he got bought out by Cubicle, just like yours truly.
Does he have any, weaknesses? Like, character flaws?
Yeah, or
physical ones.
maybe glowing weak spots or something like that. You know what? Never mind.
You know what? What's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen is that Ray is the only person in this entire company who is straight. Not that my, the straight allies out there are, inherently crappy or anything, but that would be really funny. Yeah, I bet that dungeon gets a little repetitive, huh?
Not so far, honestly. It seems to be pretty different
Every time I go in. Curative randomness can only take you so far, babe. Once you've seen enough possibilities, even technically different circumstances can begin to feel samey and dull. You fought one room full of superior guys, you fought them all. Now I'm sad. Anyway, I got a cool idea for something fun you could do to try down there. Get a hot shot, but...
This guy has chaotic energy. extremely chaotic energy. The vibes here. Any luck with those demons? Not really. There's a lot of fire down there. Can I get a special suit or something? Don't be ridiculous, Jackie. We're on a shoestring budget here. Try to be a little more considerate of everyone else at the company. We've all got our own challenges to deal with. Great advice, Marv. I'll kill all those demons by being considerate. Goodness gracious. Jacqueline, the camera's in a wall! You smell of sulfur and cleaning products. What has Marvin been tasking you with exactly? You know, just some raids on a demon lair. Typical intern stuff around here, so I hear. Do be careful scavenging around in places like that, Jacqueline. Spending time around loathsome flavors can cause them to taint your own palate. I know that as well as anyone. We all do combat with monsters from time to time, but we may become monstrous ourselves if we aren't careful. Don't worry about me, Fern. I'll make it. Oh god. There goes nerd. Hang on. I'm gonna try something that's probably not gonna work. Alright, the word for that is not palette. Alright, later, Lilac. Equip Swamp as your monster, or, okay. So, what do you want me to do, next? Like, we probably have time for one more run. We have 3 dungeons. Progress right next time. Brand Ambassador. I love his. Check out Zan's. I want to be right. Alright, well, I guess we're going back to Styx Coin then. I still can't believe that's the logo. Ah, Nick just saw my unadvisable tweet, but... Can we just... We can just run them over. Okay, I have much less of an idea of how this particular dungeon works, but... Let me get attack. Alright, we're gonna skill. Retaliatory self-starter. Self-starter is a new skill. Alright, what do we have over here? Shop. Ow. Ow, everything is on fire. Everything is on fire. Help me. This isn't the right dungeon for everything to be... For everything to be on fire. Alright, here we go. Shop. Sans going Undertale. How's the sticks market right now?
It's terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a good thing. When the market's low, that's the perfect time to buy more Styx coin.
What if the value never goes back up?
It always goes back up. Fluctuations are a natural part of the market, man. Just like Josh Patella says in his podcast. Hey, you got some Styx coin from all those skeletons, right?
Not on purpose, but sure. I assume you want some?
No, man, cash is still king, and Styx is only going downhill from here. Night, Lilac! You better cash out now before the Styx gets the fan, friendo. I got the goods ready when you do.
Scheme. We got people person. Thanks, buddy. I like the little. Of course. Wait, did we leave something here? I do like that though. That's stealing. You are talking about stealing. You are talking about that is stealing.
Take the free stuff from the
That is stealing.
I do think the enemy design in this game is also really cool.
Okay, they do a wind up for that. Ah! Oh boy. We've got the car. Now we gotta stick with the car, man. How do you get 5? Is it possible to get 5 stars?
Satisfaction guaranteed.
That a block. A blockchain. A blockchain. A blockchain. Brick phone. Alright, the phone's become bricked after you leave the room. Let's go back over here, see if we can get some anything. Oh, I think the milk actually gives you spirit hearts. Yeah, I think that's a spirit heart. Or, well, you know, the equivalent. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Over this way. Self-care, that's a heal. Chisel hammer. Is there any gold in here? There's gold! rails. Except there isn't, because Bitcoin ain't got no money in it. Oh, here. Alright, give me... I don't even know what the zombie does. Knocks me over, maybe? Yeah, the mouth is totally,
Enjoy your cube.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be the last run because we're almost done. We're almost done with time. But I might play this game on again on Thursday if I do wind up playing on Thursday, you know. The only reason I say I'm unsure is because I did it today, and you know, didn't really get. Okay. Floor basement 2. Mob flat now. And I want mob flash. Go in here. Yeah, it's clear we've still got quite a lot to do. Like, I'm interested in seeing where all the mentorship stuff goes and like the characters, because it seems like there's an ongoing plot. Which I wasn't expecting. Like, plot and characters are not what I was expecting from this game. You still don't have a name. Yeah. Let me catch that new Josh Patella episode. Is that the podcast you listen to?
Heck yeah. Everyone down here listens. Josh Patel's big brain economist. He says buy, I buy. He says sell, I sell. Only free thinkers thrive in this market, so I make sure to do whatever the free thinkers say.
You ever heard of Joblin?
Oh yeah. Joblin was 6 coin were real tight back in the day. You could order a Joblin that sticks right from the app. Those days are over. Not even the bravest startups accept sticks anymore. Everyone knows the value's never coming back.
Harderless money. Human heart. Oh wait, we gotta... Huh. Well, that didn't help. Next thing I could do? I was even low. This is totally sustainable, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's about even. It's, you know, some days you break even. Sticks Road. I think I'm still better off with, like, what I have now. Well, unlike any other situation, that would be useful. Ow! But we still had Spirit Hearts, so... or whatever those were. Oh my god, she can barely lift it. I just want some extra cash, honestly.
leave a rating.
Let's go, Fury. Oh, real funny. Where's app? That's not useful to me at all. I have most of the map. I think that's what that is. I don't suppose you've met a friend of mine while exploring these dungeons. It's me. What do they look like? A tall, skinny fellow. Bit of a flamboyant style. A capitalist through and through. Last I saw of him, his company was headed towards ruin. I believe he fled deep into the dungeon after that. If you see him, tell him I'd love to cast a few curses with him for old time's sake. I will take it. A gun! Upper body strength. Oh! Why is the rifle already about to break?
I was a wimp for anchor arms.
I think they also upped our damage by a lot. Oh, come on. How do I... For when you need a distraction. Sausage arm. They're anchor arms. And Claire, the dog! It's a dog. I mean, of course I'm not meant to bash people with a gun, but... Oh. Wait, what is it? I don't know what the dog's trying to do. Oh! Oh, yeah, it's finding the cube boxes. Okay. Thank you. You're a good doggo. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to call you a doggo. But you know what? We're gonna keep it our little secret, okay? It'll be fine. It'll be fine as long as Kara doesn't know we're calling you a pupper. $100 goes to 0. Reported for calling doggo. Swamp's gone. Swamp's used already. God, this animation, this running cycle. Look at this. Look at this run cycle. You see him there, but you can't interact with him. A money gun? So how is it compared to the demo? Way more in it.
Your order has been delivered.
Honestly, I think it's pretty great. It's a lot of memes, but I think it's well done in spite of that, and there's a lot of it that's trying to be social commentary, which I admire it doing. But like, this is a new dungeon. There's a couple different dungeons. There's people you can talk to that give you like extra abilities that are like from your mentors, and like, I think it's pretty good. You can equip a dog. You can pet a dog. Thank you. Dalton apps.
Delivery for Jacqueline.
Better cube. Milk. Get the big hammer. Alright, now I can use the health, buddy. Okay, sure. Thanks. Great, yeah. There's a skeleton named Zans. There's gotta be some reason why everyone wants to collect Styx coins still, right? You say it's worthless, but isn't there some sort of cool technology behind it or something?
Oh, you're bad. According to the boss, with enough sticks you can use the ferry at the bottom floor and return from the dead. But it's so worthless now, you need a ridiculous amount to make that happen. I tried to use the ferry once, my entire Styx wallet only fueled that thing run for like 30 seconds. Never touched the stuff again. I died at night, but it wasn't last night. Styx is good for all kinds of things. You can buy cars with it. Cars!
Nothing you've said has convinced me why this is better than regular money. Yes, Nick, that's been the joke the whole time.
Because regular money, as you call it, is easily faked. Yes, every Styx transaction is verified in the blockchain, so there's no falsifying payment.
That sounds pretty cool. How does the blockchain work?
Well, you know, there's like one big chain of like blocks. Blocks are data, and the data is like your money.
No, I noticed it right away. First lifted! Alright. No, I may not have said it, but like... Whoa! 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 Hi! Hi! Hello! Excuse me! Excuse me! How have you been? Hello? Hello? Okay. When I die, it'll be on the blockchain. What's on your bucket list? Yeah, a little low. Maybe I have enough money? I don't know, this dungeon doesn't seem to be big on that. That's a heart. That's +1 heart. Actually, the avocado toast is better, so... Give me the money. Give me your real money. Okay. Oh, hi. Thanks, Popper! Thanks, puppy! Thank you, puppy. that's just a, that just blinds enemies. There's still one in here? Oh no, you're just pointing out the op. Okay.
Sus cube. That cube is sus.
We're in a little bit of a... You know what I really should have done is I should have talked about the whole Among Us thing. When I was playing Monolith the other day, actually. Because I think that's really interesting, what happened there. Passing up a flashbang. Okay, what's caused this? Hi. Alright. And that's our exit. We should be able to get most of this with a car, actually.
Cubicle has your back.
I'm good. At driving a car. Oh, swing for the fences. Yes. A hammer. And
The Cybertruck. I don't know what you're talking about. I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
hey, buddy. Scheme for me. Avocado toast! Just when I needed it most. What's the boss like here? It says I can do what I want.
Pretty insufferable. Kind of a man-child, if you ask me. But I must be doing something right to have mashed that much sticks for himself.
I thought you said Styx coin had no value.
Not at the rate they mine it, it doesn't. The boss is sitting on top of a mountain of it. Sometimes literally. Sometimes he bathes in it, too.
And the exchange rate has gotten even worse, I would like to point out.
Really wish I could get an exterminator down here for these damn bats.
Bats are cute. You go, Jackie. I support you.
These ones ain't. They're sticks-hungry monsters that'll gobble your coins off the ground if you're not careful. Make sure to pick those coins up quick or they'll be down the hatch and gone for good.
Well, thank you for the avocado toast because I wasn't getting anything else out of that. Is there any other weapon here? Is there like something sitting back here? Yeah, okay. Sledgehammer. No, I said sledgehammer. Okay, that'll work. Okay, let's see who this is.
Hostile bones. Dear God, please help me. Please help me. auto-tune. Help me. Ow. Yes, I'm fully aware of that shape. That was the first thing I noticed. That's like the first thing I was like, oh god. Come on. Why is he a gangster? Hey. All right. Give me another way. Hey, you, get out. I have help. Help. Almost there. Come on. Yeah. That freaking hurt, bro. Even these tough bones have their limits. Wild violence, anyway. There's plenty of sticks going to go around. I never even heard of Six Queen before I came down that slide. All I want is your relic, dude. You sure I can't buy you off? Sticks is valuable, yo. The value's gonna skyrocket any day now. We'll be riding jabs on the moon, bro. I find that hard to believe. You've been down here how long already? I think I'll just take what I came here for and get out. Thanks. Suit yourself, no corner. You'll be kicking yourself in a few years when the rest of us are all bailing out in Neo Hawaii and you're still working your grimy day job. The Grim Ledger, an ancient tome containing all transactions, permanently increases your max health. Two bosses in one session? Escalator. And who knows? Maybe we'll get the third one on Thursday. Or Sunday, depending. How goes the dungeoneering, Jackie? Tiring. Painful. You know, the usual. Get your curse thing or whatever. Do I even want to ask what this one does? Only if you like productivity. This relic is known as the Grim Ledger. With this, our company will be able to harness the power of the blockchain. Whoa, what's that? It's an emerging technology at the cutting edge of synergy disruption. What does it, like, do, though? It's pretty high-level stuff, Jackie. Do you need me to define some of these terms? No, I understood the words. They just don't really mean anything. Well, let's see if you still feel that way once we get this relic up and running. Behold! I really don't feel any different.
Are you sure this one actually does anything? Yes, of course it does. It blocks chains. It blockchains. I'm gonna get back to work. Sounds like a plan, Jackie. Good luck on that final dungeon. Hey, thanks for doing that task, Jackie. You're alright. No problem. Give me your phone for a second. What? Hey! There you go. I deleted all of Cubicle's crappy spyware. Now you ought to be able to hold like one additional app at a time. Just one? Yeah, it's a pretty bad phone, Jackie. When did you even buy this thing? Like 4 months ago? Dang, girl, get with the times already. All that tracking software on the newest apps takes up a lot of memory. My endless gratitude for the task you've accomplished for me, Jacqueline. No problem, Fern. I do need to ask. You are Fizzle's newest employee, after all. You have actually tried our product, right? Sure have. My friends at home drink it all the time. Oh, splendid! Someone feels like no one in the office actually appreciate the flavors I create. I'm going to put an order from some free sample crates for you right away, Jacqueline. Oh, that's alright. And done! Expect a heaping delivery of Fizzle to your doorstep any day now, young lady. So, anyone want to tell me what we're all doing in Ray's office? I generally only send a foot in here to get shouted at by Ray or vice versa. Such a large office. It fills me with inspiration and yet also envy and contempt. Would that I could capture this emotion into flavor. Everyone, give your attention to Ray, please. I didn't just bring you all up here for the view. Yikes, what crawled up Marv's button down today? I know, right? Welcome to my office, squad. I figured this might be a nicer place to drop some important news on y'all. Also, I didn't want to walk all the way downstairs. I think I sprained something doing hot yoga. Sounds hot. No! There's some good news and some bad news. Good news is, you're all freaking awesome! Give yourselves a pat on the back from me. Yeah, AV! Give them the bad news. As is common knowledge, the soft launch of Fizgo occurred at 10 o'clock a.m. yesterday morning. Many of our key MVP features were absent, and the app has also experienced major stability issues. Since then, Fizgo has failed to meet a single one of our KPIs, including ROI, ROR, ROE, TLA, and GML. I don't understand a word of this. They're saying we suck, Fern. More specifically, they're saying my team sucks. Yo, AV. Maybe would have had the features done on time if they weren't completely insane. I asked Marv how an app could possibly measure how much fizzle someone drinks, and his response was maybe something with nanobots. Well, that's a great idea, though. Kara, be nice. I'm sure AV worked really hard on that presentation. AV doesn't work hard on anything. She's an algorithm, you brainless Kara. Are you finished, Kara? Yo, AV. Continue, please. I have outlined 2 minor changes to Fizzle's product that will increase the app's user retention and save the project with a clutchness index of over 4.3. 1. A new design for Fizzle cans that will require user registration and use of the app in order to open. I think a part of my soul just left my body through my feet at the mere thought of that. 2. A new series of Fizzle 2.0 flavors that will be designed and produced via machine learning based on user data gathered from Fizgo. Hold on a moment. Am I to understand that AV is essentially replacing me as the senior flavorist then? Don't be alarmed, Fernard. As the flavorist, you will have full control over the flavor algorithm's weight parameters, allowing you to manipulate the neural network to your whim. I don't know what those words mean! My passion is creating flavor, not fiddling with computer knobs. You can't let them do this, Raymond. Would Avy's trying to say is that people are drinking less and less fizzle. We need some big brain flavor ideas to shake things up and get the kids fizzling again. And no one's got a bigger brain than the smart office, so why not give it a crack at designing some flavors of its own? You made me a promise. You changed, Ray. Don't worry, y'all. I'm sure it'll come around. Keep up the good work, everyone. We've had some setbacks, but I just know these changes are gonna be great for us, and definitely won't backfire in any way whatsoever. Your phone can hold 2 apps at once. Explosive cans of fizzle will appear. I don't know how we open these doors then. I'm guessing we will maybe once we finish this dungeon, maybe there's more to explore. That'd be really cool. Now can we be finished? I need a break. Yeah, hang on. Let me just gather up whatever we have from here. That's all she out. Move faster the more objects you break. That's the goose. That's the goose. That is the goose. Exit strategist. That's the goose. Oh, I meant to well, neither of them would have been good. Let's just do the run of talking to people. Yo, AV, what's the weather's gonna be like today? The forecast shows a 110% chance of rain this evening. Really? But there's not a cloud in the sky right now. Weather changes quickly in Neo Cascadia. Always bring a raincoat. Sure thing. Been messing around and winking, but I don't want to unpack that phrasing, but sure. I guess I have. A lot of maps of mine were using that app to get dates a few years ago. I always wondered what happened to it. Turns out the company went under and they all morphed into provocatively clad demons. Who knew, huh? Yeah, wild world. Wanna hear a fun fact? Oh boy. You always look so worn out, Jackie. I hope Marv isn't working you too hard. To be honest, I could really use a breather. Is there a drinking fountain around here or something? Nope. We've got plenty of fizzle, though. Great. Awesome. Cool. And did Kara go anywhere? Something called what bias? What does that mean? Yeah, we're about to close shop, Umpire, but hello. I do appreciate the host anyway. I'm just looking to talk to people, and I don't see Kara. Nope. Wait. I couldn't see her behind the chair. She's so small. Kara, can you tell me anything about cryptocurrency? No. Just, I need to feed some skeletons that are super into crypto. I thought maybe you'd like that stuff too, since you're into tech and all. Jackie, I've got nothing but bad things to say about computers. What exactly makes you think I'd be into a computer-controlled currency? Isn't it, like, more secure or something? Listen, Jackie, the more a bunch of nerds insist that something is secure or unhackable, the less you should trust them. If someone actually understands technology, you can tell because they're panicking about it pretty much all the time. Yeah, well, I'm streaming on Tuesday night because, yeah, this is a special occasion because I actually got a code to try out this game early. And it did not bring in people, but you know what? That's on me for not, like, advertising a little more. But
you know, is what it is. I did really enjoy playing it, and I want to probably play it again next stream, whenever that next stream is. Because it's a lot of fun. So, I am going to end off here, but thank you very much, Blind, for the host, even if it was late. Got plenty of people, yeah. Extra half hour, yeah. Thank you, Lilac, so much for the gifted subs. I really super appreciate it. The game is looking nice, and if you are at all interested in it, in what you have seen here today, please consider getting the game, pre-ordering it, $17.60 USD, from this link, and you'll support me in the process. Yeah, and I don't know if I'll be back on Tuesday or Thursday or but this game releases on Thursday, so if I don't stream, then you can play it. Also, please consider joining our Discord at that link. It is a lot of fun. It is lurker friendly, and you will not miss a stream, whatever that schedule may be. And my brain is not functioning. I need to find out who streams on Tuesday night. Oh, Spoody's playing 4-player co-op Necrodancer? Okay. I'll go soon. Yeah. Keep an eye on the Discord for the next stream announcement, which will probably be more of this. The thing is, I think Ron starts streaming at around the same time I start streaming, so I think he might be about to finish up. That's why I don't host him as much anymore. But... Oh, it's Spoody. Yep. Yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see